we have made a massive decision. So this floor that we spent a fortune on, really don't like it. So I know it don't look bad, but it don't look how I imagined it. And to be honest with you, I really do love all these style, white and wood styles that everybody's doing on the internet. So we went out and bought some wood that's similar colour to that as I could get without it breaking the bank. So I got the stuff on offer. So I've got to find out now how to get this back up so that I can reinstall those without taking it all back apart, because I've like filled the holes and all sorts of stuff. So this area there was starting to creak quite a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put silicone around edges before I flatten it down, and I'm going to put, because it was a bit bouncy in places, I'm going to put some extra support in. Just overkill really, but I'd rather that than have a sort of springy floor. I thought it was the top creaking, but it's not. It's around here somewhere. So I'm going to try and solve it by banging some screws in. So first I tried sticking screws in floor and that didn't work. So I put them sideways and that's now done the trick. So it was rubbing on this bench underneath. So that's tight now. Here we go, we're getting there. So, up to here. Not sure I like that little bit there, but oh well. But yeah, cut into edges here. Nice and neat. I've got that bit to do. And then I've got under these chairs, which is going to be hard. Oh, oh no! I made it so that it's a slide, so we can play on it.
We don't want to slide to it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that's really comfy in my bed.
Now as you can see, this is a nice comfy looking bed. It's 5 o'clock on May 30th and it's saying it's 21 degrees right now. Showing you how hot it is in here today. That's 28.6 degrees. I've got that window open, sliding door open, and that's open full. The back doors are closed. So that's just for those people wondering how hot does it get. You see there, that yellow bit on top, that's the memory foam bit. Now underneath I've got reflex. Our benches are 590, so I'm going to measure 590 from this edge and 590 from the other edge. Our benches are 590, so I'm going to measure 590 from this edge and 590 from the other edge first. Kind of neat, better than my first cut, but still, especially towards that bottom edge, it gets a real mess. That's going to be the back edge, and the other one's going to be the other back edge. It's definitely not the neatest job, and I can't wait to hide them. But now is the worst cut of them all for me. I've got to divide that into two. I am not covering them. Getting somebody else to cover them. It's Becca's mum is very kindly doing it for us, because neither me or her has got the levels of skill needed to be able to do that. I'm sure I could have a go at it, but it'd be about as rough as my form is, and I don't want that. I want it to look good. So I'm putting in all this work. Shutting windows. There's a number of things I don't like about this design now. One, the table is far too wide. So if you actually see, it overhangs the cushions. That's not my camera angle, that's actually what happens. And that means that it's right up against, not quite your chest, but it's right up near your belly while you're sat down. I don't like that. Another thing is that in this position, because it's so far out, you can't really relax on the seats. When you're not using it as a dining table. So then you want to move it out of the way. Now that's like the third problem. It weighs an absolute ton, it really does. It weighs an absolute ton. And because it's got those like feet on it, you can't either slide it under here, you can't slide it under the cushions, it won't slide down the back between the doors and the seats. So the only alternative would be to put it in under the van or something like that. So I need to come up with an alternative for that. Now what I'm thinking is remake a table and make it out of 9 or 12 mil ply, I can't remember which one it is that I've got over there spare, that's a lot smaller than this one but still big enough hopefully, that I can put so that it can be slightly higher so you've got more room for your knees and it's not obviously touching your belly area, and then so that it will fold. Maybe make it so it folds so we can put it away when we don't want to use it. With regard to the slats, because obviously that's made to fit the slats, the alternative would be to use some of this wood that we've already got for each end and use some sort of like boards and, you know, put them together with maybe make some bed slats out of the 18mm stuff or whatever it is that I've got, and use some fabric or something as like runners to hold it together, and then when we're not using that we can easily just fold it up and put it away. So that's what I'm thinking, because this area looks a lot nicer when there's no table in it. It actually looks like a sort of lounge area, which is really nice. Let me show you. It's much better, I prefer it like this.